Slay 2666.
Say 26, man. The 26th of October.
Hell yeah.
I
Hell
love
yeah.
it. I love it, dude. Getting to the end of the month. Sad.
It is. It's
That's
bittersweet.
depressing. That's depressing. I really like that.
Take a moment. Take a moment to think about the month.
Ah! Ah! Good. I'm glad you're awake. I'm glad you're with us. Slay 26. What's
Slay
your slay?
26. What am I watching on Slay 26? Well, I'll tell you. I'm watching Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Uh, Came out a couple years ago. Uh, Loved the books when I was a kid as much as I could love them. Being a scaredy cat as a kid, wasn't much into horror. But we talked about it a few days ago. I liked my Goosebumps and
Yeah.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Those books are classic, man. Those illustrations haunt me to this day. Um,
Yeah.
and when this movie came out, I had to go back. I had to go out and get a copy of the book. Like I'm like I need to own this book so one day when I bring a child into this world, I can scar them in the same way. But as soon as I saw this movie in theaters, like within the first like 5 minutes of this movie, I'm like, yo, this is a dope Halloween movie. Like it's just got like that feel of Halloween. And I love movies like that. Like
Mhm.
that just feel you can just feel Halloween coursing through that movie. And this was definitely one of those movies. And
Yeah, no.
it was genuinely spooky, it's a lot of fun, and depending on the age of your kids, you could watch it with the fam, uh, and maybe not young kids, but like more teenagers.
Oh yeah. For sure. I mean it's a good one. It's I when it was coming out I was always wondering how they were going to do like the translation of like anthology type stories onto a movie. But I feel like
Mhm,
they did a pretty dope way of getting like the old witch's book and
mhm.
it's just writing these stories and they're like, well, I don't know what's going on and I don't know. I thought
Yeah,
I thought it was solid. Very solid
definitely.
movie.
I liked their approach. I'm glad that they didn't do like the anthology thing, and
Right.
it's one I'd be happy to get a sequel. There's still so many more stories they could pull from. Uh, there's still so many things they could do with this as a series. Um,
Oh yeah.
and I liked the way they brought some of those monsters to life too. Like I dug the practical effects. I dug this, even the CGI in it was pretty solid. Um, and some of those monsters are genuinely terrifying. I remembered. I was glad they put the big toe one in there because I
Mhm.
remember I remember reading that shit as a kid and being like, "That's some freaky shit."
Yeah, I like the one that always made me uneasy is like the where the kids like running away and it's like the red everything turns red and they had the
Hmm.
monsters just walking
Hmm.
like mm,
Yeah, just like the
wow.
big like fat woman thing. Like, ugh.
Yeah. Hugs them into her. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What a way to go! What a way to go! Oh, and the one I can't forget about, the one that like really actually freaked me out when I watched it the first time was I think it's the first kill in the movie where the dude gets attacked by the scarecrow and like he gets cut and then like the straw starts coming out of the cuts and shit and he's just pulling the straw out and I'm just like, damn, like that was pretty it's pretty kooky stuff. I dug it.
Yeah. It's turned into a scarecrow.
Mhm.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. Don't fuck with scarecrows, kids. Don't
Never.
do it. Mm-mm,
Never.
mm-mm. What are you watching?
Myself, personally, I chose a movie that I think came out around the same time. I think that same year, or not, or whatever. I know I watched these both at the same time, and that was not very Halloween esque, but kinda. And that's the Joker. I
Okay,
think
okay.
I don't know if we've ever talked about the Joker on the show. I don't know. Maybe we did, or
I don't believe so. It was before
oh,
our time. It was
it
before our
was
Chase and Shep time.
Everything's blended together. It's hard for me to tell.
Right.
But yeah, no, like that's to me the Joker classic. It was a staple costume that year. Everybody dressed as the Joker.
Hmm.
Nice little different take, different universe. No Batman to come in and fuck things up
Yet,
yet.
yet.
Um, so I don't know. I liked it. Just a nice little segue from the occasional horror and slash. Was
Yeah.
thinking about doing Ernest Scared Stupid.
Okay, this is two very different picks for sure.
Yeah, I like how you just instant laugh to that one. Ernest was that man though, okay?
I don't actually think I've ever seen an Ernest movie.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm being
Wow.
honest with you, that was one that missed me as a kid. They were always around, and I never watched them.
Wow. You missed out, buddy. Ernest was pretty dope.
Your
As a
words.
kid, especially as a kid, I fucked with that shit. Ernest Scared Stupid was a classic Halloween.
You get look at that. You get a bonus slate today.
Yeah, you
It's
can check that one out. Check out the Joker, you get what you fucking deserve.
you get what you fucking deserve. Wow, that was the year of getting popped. Everybody got popped in the movies that year. Not just shot. I mean, popped like pow, like oh shit. And
That was
that
that
one was at the
movie
top of the list.
was one of those movies the first time you see it, man. Like when it gets to that moment and
Hmm.
it's just there, you're just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think it's an
okay.
appropriate pick. As a Halloween pick. I mean, yes, it's not a scary movie, but like it's suspenseful. It's dark. It's psychological.
It
There's
is.
definitely, and like you said, it was a poppin' uh, costume that year. I still would like to do the Arthur Fleck costume because I've been wanting to do it for years since it came out because I found like the outfit online and it's just rad. Like it's a rad suit.
It was
If
no
I'm
like
if I'm
I
gonna dress as any Joker, it's gonna be that one.
it is that was a very fresh, new, different take on the character that made it, hype, made it different. So yeah, I mean, I could see that. I wanted everybody did though, so it was just like, nah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. I didn't.
Even now, I mean, you'd probably run into one or two other people dressed as it, and they'd be like, "Damn it," and you'd be like, "Damn it."
The Batman. Damn it.
I always like to pick those either costumes nobody else is gonna wear, or something. Like when I dressed as the Joker one year, but it was like wasn't a Joker year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Been
I
having a
still
lot of those lately.
but and I ran into one or two other Jokers out dressed as the Joker. You always do. And it's like you kind of size them up, look
Well,
who's dressed better. But my
I
favorites
know
is finding them costumes that no one else really has.
definitely. I always try to do that as well. Um, everybody's going to be the Batman next year for sure. And if we haven't started calling him that, I think we should. Just saying. If we've been calling Ben Affleck the Batfleck for this long, I think we should start calling Robert Pattinson the Batman.
It's uh Pattison or something like that. They've like they've got a name already for him.
The
I can't think of what it is off the top of my head, but they've got a name. Battinson, something
Batman.
like that.
He is vicious.
Batterson. Like they just
Patterson.
put
Pattinson.
yeah, yeah,
Robert Pattinson.
instead of it being Pat, they put Bat. I believe is how they
Ah, I
do it.
see. I
Yeah,
see. I see.
yeah.
Solid lineup for 26. Scary stories tell in the dark. Joker, and your little bonus. Ernest
Ernest
scared
scared
stupid.
stupid. Ernest. I don't know if that's how he sounds, but that's what I remember.
Slate 26. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Smooches douches, survive the night.